I want to use this to talk over this as a background about a thing called the Exchange Stability Fund. So, wars are redistribution of wealth on a massive scale. Around the time here on this timeline, right around there, 1933, Roosevelt made it illegal to own gold, and so you had to sell it for $20 an ounce. It was a presidential executive order, and that's where they filled up Fort Knox with it. And then as soon as they filled it up, they immediately jacked up gold to $32 an ounce. And they used that money for a lot of things. One of it was to cause a thing called the Economic Stabilization Fund, which is still in effect to this day. Now, if you look up the Exchange Stability Fund, it says it has about $50 billion in assets and about $104 billion in special drawing rights off the Federal Reserve in New York. In reality, they have unlimited money. They just print it up, and they use that to manipulate the currency. We use it along with the SWIFT system. If you'll remember when the banking crisis happened in 2008, and then there was the bailout, there was a bunch of bankers killed several years later. The dead bankers were people who were going to be whistleblowers showing, and there was two major bankers killed at Deutsche Bank during lunch. They supposedly committed suicide, but in reality they were killed by agents acting for the Exchange Stability Fund. Probably ISA, Intelligence Support Agency guys killed them, or independent contractors. But the Exchange Stability Fund is under the director of the Treasury, and it's to keep the dollar floating. If you only less than 1/10% of money is now actual currency. The rest of it's digital, and they have to keep the dollar going. We're towards the end of this fiat currency cycle. I don't know how much longer they can keep it going. There was a man that wrote a book called The Octopus and was killed because he was exposing this. And the Exchange Stabilization Fund is a little known, little understood thing enacted by FDR. But so FDR, every once in a while you'll hear where they found some Lawton silver eagles in a barn somewhere. Those were ones that were hidden by people so they didn't turn them in. And the only way you could keep gold is if it was like a Roman coin or something like that, or you even had to turn in your wedding rings. Made it against the law to have it. Now that's never going to happen again. Nobody's ever going to turn in their gold again. But that was FDR doing that, and so the Exchange Stabilization Fund, check it out. It's a arm of the Treasury, and the Treasury Department's killed a lot of people over the years. A lot of people know that, and we go to war if you want to trade outside of the U.S. currency. That's why we got rid of Gaddafi. Or not we, the U.S. government got rid of Gaddafi, because he was going to sell gold and he was going to sell oil in euros. The same thing with Saddam Hussein. The only people that can trade oil outside of the dollar are Russia and China. They tried their own little block, but we kind of broke that up. So if you're a small country and you want to trade outside of the petrodollar, beware, you got it coming. Anyway, thank you. That's all. I'm out.